I think it's high time we started modernization of our train. Let's take a look. Now we have a new government mechanic. We need to achieve 100 modernization for our country. Now we are getting 0.34 modernization each month. And first thing we need to do, we need to revoke from buyers one privilege which is called early 7. I think we can't find it right now because I have already revoked it. How to do it really easy. You can pick up your government reform and you need just press any our tier 1 government reform, not a Ottoman. After that, this privilege will be revoked automatically from your buyers. You won't lose even its loyalty. I have lost loyalty because I seized land. And now our modernization is 0.34 each month. Before that it was minus 0.17 or something. This is the first point. The second point is, it's really interesting, and you can send a diplomat to our country which is more advanced than yours and steal modern ideas. But it looks like in Europe I can't find a country which technology is far more advanced than ours. Yeah. Nice, but can I say? Look, Castile is not at least on the same technology level as Russia. So that's why we can do it. This time we need to wait. Now we have a new capital, St. Petersburg, and I think it's high time we started talking about improvement and development of your provinces. Let's take a look on our capital. Our capital now has only 17 development. What should we do? First of all, we need to press expand infrastructure. Look at it, it will give us 50% discount for local development. Let's do it. Oops. Now the price is 13 only. Now in South Korea, we should pick up edict which is called encourage development. Boom. And look at, we have prosperity 100%. It's really important because it gives us 10 more local development costs. The final price is only 8. That's why we can just improve the city on level 25. Only 25. After that, we took some money from burghers. We need to improve our port to a ward port for 100,000. Booms, it is done. And our price is still 26. Let's continue improving our magnificent capital. 34, 38, 40, 44. 15? Yes, 15. It is done. So after that, we don't need it anymore because the price is just super expensive. We just need to reduce infrastructure again. And our magnificent capital now has 50 development. Our first new train strike was against Great Horde, Noga and Wei friends from Caucasus. In fact, we just punished all of them. Now we are going to make a peace treaty with them. As a result of the war, we have taken all the northern Caucasus, and of course we cut off Noga. It's going to be our salted fish. We will eat it a little bit later. Our dear Georgian friend was just devoured by our train. So that's why nowadays the most part of the Southern Caucasus belongs to our Russian train. The only issue is that his monument has defensiveness, that's why the siege of his cities was so long. Our next victim is Latvia, but this time they had this earlier, France, and this time France has a tiny problem on its territory. That's why, after that problem, we're going to ask them for money, actually. It looks like we have asked them all the money they have. Good morning, ladies, and after that, we are going just to take all the territory of our naughty Latvian boy. Booms. Welcome to the Russian Empire, chaps. We have already punished several tiny nations like Crimea, like Kiev, like Podolsk, and now, let's take a look on the map. Nowadays, after is in the war with the Ottomans, that's why, the army are sieging Ottoman's castles, we like it. And, of course, Austria is our rival, that's why. We are going to attack them from our front. Austrians, prepare your posh tails. Let's take a look on the intermediate results of the war. We have occupied all the Austrian and Bohemian territories, but of course, we lost almost all our armies. Let's take a look. 300, almost 400,000 casualties, and 304 casualties in the Austrian and Spain team. Now we are going to clear these territories, we are going to restore some of our land limit, and after that we will take a walk to Spain because we would like to obtain several provinces from them. And additional to that we have a milestone. In our age of reformation, we have a really important opportunity. Religious wars. Wars caused versus our religions will be reduced on 25%. Let's check it. And let's take a look on the religions. Look at it. We are almost the only Orthodox empire in the world. So what's why? Our wars score and war cost all our provinces are reduced for all our neighbors. That's why we can use it in our nutty purposes. Finally, after global massacre in Europe, we have occupied all the territories of the Austrian and Spanish Empire, and now we are going to make a peace. And I want to tell you one really important thing. Let's take a look on the ideas of the countries. Both countries, they have quality ideas. Austria has quality ideas and Spain has quality ideas. Let's take a look. It is said here. So, their army is a little bit stronger in a battle, but let's take a look on the results. Our final casualties are almost 500,000. Their final casualties are around 400,000. It means that their efficiency wasn't so greater. So their casualties are almost similar. But let's take a look on our nutty quantity ideas. We have more records, and as a result of that war, we lost almost similar casualties, but let's take a look. They almost lose all their army, but we still have our full army, and we even have some manpower in our pool. It means that our quantity is much more powerful but their quality. And our casualties really were similar. Now we are going to make a peace agreement with the Spanish Empire. Actually, we need only 2 provinces from the Spanish Empire. First of all is Granada. Here we have Alhambra. This monument will give us administrative efficiency. Administrative efficiency means that we will be able to eat much more provinces during the war and the peace agreement. And the second province is Malta. In Malta we have a great monument, Malta Forts. It means our war score versus our religions will be decreased and 50%. And keep in mind, in the age of reformation, we have 25% discount, so the final discount is going to be 40%, and of course soon, probably, we are going to take one more idea group, and it's going to be diplomatic idea, which has 20% province war score cost. It means our final discount is going to be 60%. Alright, let's talk with our dear Spanish friend. We'll take these 2 provinces, and of course money. Good morning, ladies. As a result of the war with Austria, we decided to weaken their country first. First of all, we forced them to cancel subject, Bohemia. Now it's going to be a free country. In addition to that, we decided to take Moldavia to our magnificent empire, and of course we'll obtain a little bit money. Alright, let's do it. Rooms. You may ask why I didn't take a lot of territories in the Poland region. I can tell you. Because I'm warring of coalition. This is Germany. There are a lot of nations which can form a coalition against us, and we will lose our opportunity to conquer new lands for maybe 30 or 40 years. So that's why we can just make a peace with them now, and then we will talk to them later. After a while we decided to take a risk. We conquired and made our vassal the Teutonic Order. Now we have one naughty German vassal, but I think we should stop pushing Europe, because otherwise we can have a coalition against us from European countries, and it was a challenge for us to beat only 2 countries, Spain and Austria. That's why we are going to take a look on south, because Ottomans, look, we're trading on the Constantinople region. It means that we don't obtain money. This is unacceptable. We need to do something with it. In the result of the war, we took some territories from Turkey. Now we have a pass to the Mamluks, but what is more important, we realized 2 nations, German and Karaman. First of all, we can easily make them our vassals. Second of all, they have claims on the territories, which are controlled by Mamluks. That's why we are going to make 2 more vassals, and after that, using their claims, we can attack Mamluks. But it's not all, We need 7 vassals to achieve 1 mission. An absolute autocracy. Let's take a look. We need number subject 7. Now we have only 5 subjects. That's why it's going to be our 6 and 7 subject. After that, we can talk with our dear Mamluk friend. And one more trick. We realized 2 nations. Of course, it costs us diplomatic powers, but it rapidly decreases our extension. That's why it dramatically reduces the chance that European nations will form a coalition against us. As a result of a war with Mamluks, we gained to our dear Karamanian and Germian friends territories very eager to obtain, and of course, we took some seashore of Mediterranean Sea. Finally, we were able to finish Great Imperial Ambitions mission, and our technology group will be changed on Western. But nowadays it doesn't mean anything, because it will give us only Western picture in our buildings. Alright, let's do it. Booms. Now our technology group is changed and we increased our amount of manpower. Alright, now let's take a look on our missions. The most important is westernize the military. It means that we will obtain unit type Western, which are much more powerful, and addition to that we will get Western military tactics, and until the end of the game we will obtain 5 more discipline. And keep in mind, addition to that, we can achieve discipline from our icon, so in a final bonus to discipline will be 10%. Addition to that, we have one more naughty Russian dirty trick. Let's take a look at the vision, the government senate. We are able to achieve, look at it, we can achieve parliament. In addition to that, the loyalty of our estates will be increased and the influence will be reduced. Sounds good, let's take it. And keep in mind, for this case, we still will have boyars. Boyars! So it means what we have boyars, it means aristocracy and senate. Sounds great. One more dirty trick with parliament. Our parliament is called Duma, and I will show you how easily to win. First debate. Look, we need to pick up 45 provinces to give them seats actually, but we can give only for one. Let's do it for our capital. Booms. Now we have 1 seat on the Duma, and now we need to pick up opportunity we would like to achieve. For example, we would like to increase our income. That's why we can pick up land maintenance modifier 7, and we have one. Booms. Due to the fact that we gave only 1 seat. I think it's high time we started improving our economy. What do we need for that? Do you have any guesses? Of course we need loans. Let me show you. First of all, let's go to our religion and select our icon. Just this icon. We'll obtain construction cost minus 9%. Let's check. Next, we are going to our burgers. We are going to take by loans because by loans only for 1% interest. Let's take it. Booms, it is done. Of course I know what we have lost 1 mercantilism. But let's take a look on the trade. We can promote for 94, let's pay. Okay, booms. Now we have money. After that, we need to build manufactories. Manufactories, manufactories, manufactories. Let's build as many as we can for that money. Booms, booms, and booms. The main idea is that manufacturers will increase our income, and it means that next time it will be easier for us to pay loans, first of all. Second of all, we will increase our income, and it means next time we can obtain more money from a loan. Look, there is economy. Now we can achieve only 1,243 ducats, but when our economy increases, this amount will be increased also. Addition to that, of course, I know it will obtain inflation, but we have already taken National Bank. It is in economic ideas, I think. Where is it? National Bank. So our inflation will be reduced automatically. That's why we need to repeat that action. Our conversation with Persian Empire was very fast. We achieved our way to the Indian states. Let's take a look on our naughty plans. We punished a little bit Multan, just a little bit, whole half of country. And additional to that, we punished our dear friend for Gujarat. So that's why we are going to continue our punishment, and our main goal now is to conquer as many provinces in the India region as possible, because India contains a lot of trade and we would like to collect this trade. I want to give you one advice for conquering. Look, we have punished the naughty Chagatai boy. That's why we took some of their territories. Now we just have to cover these provinces, and meanwhile we can continue war with our participations of that war, and after that we can make a peace one by one with them. And due to the fact that our co-creation cost is really strong, we can call first enemy, for example Chagatai, when we can make peace with Gujarat and cover his provinces, and after that we can make a peace with our main enemy. The main enemy, the leader, you can see here, it is mentioned by a star. So that's why our next peace treaty is going to be with Gujarat, and only after that, just only after that, we are going to make a peace with Delhi. In the result of the war, we took some territories in our dear friend Gujarat, and just look at it, we just devoured the northern Delhi and we took his capital. Our conversation with Bahmani was very sharp. Now we have entered to the coast of Orissa, and of course now we can attack our dear and native friend from Bengal. In the result of our sharp and swift Vijayanagaran campaign, we have conquered almost all the seashore of that country, and now our main goal is going to be Mr. Bengal. In the result of the war, we have beaten the face of Bengal, and now almost all the seashore of the Indian region belongs to our magnificent and tremendous empire. Meanwhile, our endless Indian campaign, we have achieved administrative technology level 14. It means like we can pick up one more idea. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be diplomatic idea. Look, first of all, we will be gained 20% Warsaw province discount. 20%, it's really crucial advantage. Addition to that, we will obtain 2 more diplomats. We will increase our diplomatic reputation, will be gained by more diplomatic relations, and addition to it, our diplomatic advisor is going to be cheaper. I must confess, I like the AI alliances. Look, we attacked Bangladesh, and it was in the alliance with Afghanistan, Sindh, and Bengal again. So what's why? We are able to punish 4 posh tails at once. It means -4. After a while, we took a tour to the Ayutthayan territories. We found here 2 magnificent monuments. First, Kavan Bandari Palace. It will give us advisor cost reduction and diplomatic relations. The most important thing, what we have already taken Bangkok. It means what we have the Grand Palace on Bangkok. First of all, it will reduce our aggressive impact. In addition to that, we will be gained by 15% government capacity modifier. A bit later, we had a tasty breakfast in the northern India. We attacked Delhi and the allies were Multan, who lost several provinces in the north, and of course Gujarat. We just decided to bite a line from that country. So what's why? Look, we can just go around the circle. We can attack Delhi, then Bahmani, Vijayanagar, Bengal, and repeat. Okay, I guess we have punished enough posh tails for that series. So, see you soon in Tactical Imperative.